Okay, it says we're broadcasting.
And we are live, and we are welcoming all of our friends this morning. Thanks for being here if you're live with us. And if not, we're glad you're coming to watch our little videos anyway. And this is Shell C. and Peg Robinson.
Yes, I'm Chelsea, aren't I? And you're Peg Robinson. I see people talking in the chat. I see Ela and VA Pearl talking in the chat. I don't see a video, however. I see Gina and Beverly and
Good morning.
Frana and Deborah. Lots of people are saying hi. Hi, hi. But do you see a chat screen coming up,
I don't see
Peg,
a video
on yours?
yet.
Okay. There might be a little bit of a delay, or it might just be that the iPhone, iPads do not want to display video today. I see them talking among themselves. Does anyone see or hear us? If you do, please say so. Jane and Paula and Thea.
Yeah, I don't know
Candy.
why I'm getting multiple sounds here. I'm trying to turn everything off.
Sherry says
Okay.
she sees and hears us. So let's go. Sherry's
Well, where
here
is
and
the
she
sound
says she
coming
sees
from?
us. Hi, Beverly. Beverly says she sees
Okay.
and hears us. Gina.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
then
So
I
that's
guess
Peg's
it's time to let
screen.
it
This
rip.
is my screen. Yep. Do you want to start?
Okay. The plan today is to do an assemblage. And what that means is, well, we chose a canvas. You can do this any number of ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be a canvas. There are dolls. There are statuesque things. There are all kinds of assemblages that you can make. But we chose a flat earth surface to do this since we're videoing. And what I have here is a mirror that on. I also have some skins, thing like that. Um, I have some canvas panels, which come like this in a 3-pack, which would work for something like this. And I have some that I have prepped into texture paste onto them. So I tried to work ahead a little bit just to dry, and we're only on for limited time. We don't want to take up your entire day. So go ahead, Shell. Tell them what you're going to do today.
What I've chosen to work on is this creative canvas banner. It's a heart shape. It has a particle board on the back, and then they have glued some canvas on top of it and trimmed it out. I also decided to try to see, I didn't know how would you hang this, so I decided to try to see if I could poke holes in it, and I did. I poked holes with this sharp little pokey tool, and I just pressed really hard and was able to put holes. So I think that I'll be able to string a wire or something to hang it. So that's my base, and I'm gonna go ahead and collage and color my base first, and then start gluing stuff on. I think I'm going to use this Altoids tin as my main focal place, like right about there, and then put some stuff behind it, some stuff in it, and try to make it interesting. So that's my plan. A couple of people, more people have come. Hi, Cindy, Mary. I think those are the new ones. Jane and VA Pearl said that they don't see anything. If you are watching on an iPhone or an iPad or an Apple TV, none of those seem to show us as a video. So you might want to push yourself back out and come back in and see if you can get it off of your notifications. We have a lot of people today, so hi everyone. I'm going to start my background with collage because that's what I do. So I've got some music paper, some um, paper with writing on it, and some pattern paper that I'm going to collage with. So let's go see what Peg is doing. What are you doing, Peg?
Well, Peg is trying to
Nothing?
fix her sound.
Oh,
Getting feedback from everywhere. So, yeah. And I think I'm okay now, unless the
okay.
people out there are getting feedback. I hope not.
I don't hear any feedback off of your sound at
Good,
all.
good,
So
good, good, good.
earlier I could hear my own self coughing in your background, but
Okay.
if I start coughing,
Well,
people, I'm
hopefully I
sorry. I
fixed
have
that.
bronchitis. I think you did.
Okay, so I have a stencil to start. Going to use now. I'm going a couple of different things today. I'm just going to show you some of my process for doing this sort of thing. The first thing I would do is to, create some texture in the background, which is what I was showing you with these canvases where I have some paste already onto my surface. So for that, I prefer, because it dries quickly, light molding paste. Experiment sometime this week with some other products to see if I can come up with some things of my own, because to pile things on. So I want a cheaper alternative. So you may see some stuff coming out for that. But this is just words, and I thought I'm going to put some words onto my surface to give it a little bit of raised texture. And just scraping those down. I don't think I'm going to do it all over the whole surface because I want some flatter areas to attach to. So I'll just get it on the insides and, clean up my edges.
I think the
And clean up my
idea of pre like pre-making stuff, like I have this deli paper that has crackle paste already on it that's dried, is a really good idea if you're trying to do this quickly. And that was what we were coming up against with our idea of doing assembly canvases live, is that everything takes so long to dry, and it just didn't seem like we would be able to do that in a timely manner. But then if you think about making things in advance, which I obviously thought about that at some point because I do still have some of this deli paper that has crackle on it, but I didn't think about it this week. But Peg sure did. She made a lot of great stuff to use.
Well, I was just playing around yesterday afternoon, and I thought, I'm going to need some surfaces to work on. And so, I had the paste out, so and the boards to play with, and that's it's okay to do that. Go ahead and you may not know what direction you're going to go, but that's okay, because here's one that I pasted up yesterday, and then I started painting. And then when Shell and I were sitting and talking this morning, I said, oh, I think I have the exact pieces I want to put on here, because I have a lot of game pieces and things, and I thought, wouldn't these be fun to just layer in on top of this piece and create using these geometric shapes. And I was actually in a what is it? It's like a secondhand store in St. Louis with my daughter, where they have the big tables, the tumble tables that you look through. And I said, grab a bag, get your gloves, and we're going to go find some toys. And this is what we did: is we pulled all of this kind of stuff table. And how fun is this, that I have colors that are going to work with this, and I can glue this down and I can put another layer on top of it. And, so this is just one idea. Create something like this, but can you see the dimension that you're going to get with that piece?
Absolutely.
The other thing I wanted to share with you are a lot of the things that I use for dimension. Because I have, I really, I really get off on this type of art. I like dimensional art. So you guys may have seen the video where I was creating all of these paper clay pieces. So I have a lot of these paper clay pieces that can be incorporated into a piece of art. And these are faces, and then I have some others that are design pieces. I have flowers, and I was pulling out these chipboard pieces this morning that are florals that could work with them. And then I have beads, the micro beads. I've saved these for years, and I have and mixtures, that sort of thing, of the micro beads. I have this type of textural bead, which is a lot of fun because these can be centers of things or painted up or strung. I have metal embellishments. Yeah, lots of that kind of stuff because I love metal. Love metal. Here are some chipboard pieces, grungy chipboard pieces that I may have saved from some other. Okay, here's those other. And I think I'm going to use some of these. These are those other paper clay pieces. And I think I'm going to use some of these on my project today. So I'll keep those out. I think I may use some of these pearls. Don't know if I'll use the chipboard or not. But, I'm starting to formulate an idea as I look through the things that I have out here. This is fun. This might be something that I want to use too. These are faces that Cindy Utter had sent to me that are in glass. And let's see what else. I've got, rhinestones in here. So lots of fun pieces that can be incorporated into this type of art. What are you up to, Shell? Uh-oh, I don't hear her. She must have wandered off to get something.
No, I didn't wander off. I muted because I'm coughing.
Oh, dear,
so
I'm
hard.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
So I didn't want to bother anyone with the ridiculous coughing that is going on in my life. So you can even raid your junk drawer. Look at all these fun things you could glue on. These are all just from our junk drawer. Washers and screws. I have all kinds of stuff out. I've got different buttons and metal pieces. And I also have some paper clay stuff that I was making. This is a brand new mold that I got for Christmas. It's a candy mold, and these I just pressed these little leaves in there with paper clay, and I do need to clean them up, but I might use some of those maybe. I don't know. And then I also made with the leftover piece of clay, I made some more of these discs. I talked about these a different day somewhere. I think it was when we were making Christmas ornaments. Remember, I used the 3-size paper clay discs to make the snowman. Yeah. This is a piece of packaging that had buttons in it at one point, and they just make discs, and they're interesting to make. Dimension. This is on New Year's Eve. We went out, and it was like a package deal with a hotel room, buffet, and party with live music, and there was a French buffet, and they had dessert in these little teeny tiny containers with these little spoons. I thought
Oh,
that might be fun. So
yeah.
I saved it. I saved it, and I saved my tickets, to use at some point. So I've covered this with different pieces of printed papers, and I'm now going to do some texturizing using golden light molding paste with my favorite stencil, and then I'm going to dry it. And so ahead of me because she has dried stuff to glue on her thing.
Well, that's okay. I'm just looking at the chat. We've got a lot of people coming in. Just want to say hello to everybody, Elaine and Pat and Mary and Peggy and Isla and Barb and Vicky and let's see, who am I missing? Gina, Cindy, uh,
It's just a party in here today. Everybody
Sarah,
decided.
Jane, Sybil. Oh my, it's fun. It's fun. I'm so glad you're all here. This is cool. Beverly, Deborah, Candy. Yay. Hi, hi, hi. I'm waving frantically. Franna,
So did they ask
Gina,
any
did I
questions, or are they just coming in? Did anybody ask
chatting and
questions?
saying hello. Hello, hello. Uh, and sending hearts and all that kind of stuff. So yay. All right. So I'll get busy with some paint here.
All right, let's switch to your screen.
I am going to use some paint yesterday because this stuff is going to have to dry, like I said. So I have another one that I have painted that I will move on to. Just want to give you an idea of where I started with it and what direction I want to go. So what I like to do before I start painting is just to take a spritz bottle and wet things down a little bit, just to moisten, to dampen it up. Gives the flow. That's what I want it to do, because these are, let's see, what brush do I want? These are Vivid Ultra Metallics, and you need to shake, shake, shake them up. They do separate if you have any of these, so don't be afraid of that. I have one that's separated so much I need to take it out and put it on the roller in the garage because it may never come back together. Put some of that color down and start moving it around. And this one happens to be lemongrass. And these are metallic. They have a really pretty shimmer to them. And you could use any shimmery paint. You can dilute them. You know, you can use a medium to thin things out. You can use a glazing medium, like this is a glazing medium. So, you know, you can use things like that to make things more fluid. Just have fun. Just play and layer. Right, Shell?
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake,
Shake,
shake.
shake, shake. Shake
We're
that
singing here.
vivid.
Yeah.
Shake that vivid.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, I was just drawing, and now I've got the molding paste on there, and I'm just, instead of wrapping all these edges, I'm just going to trim them because I just don't feel like it. I have
Yeah, I
limited
hear you.
patience today.
I
So
hear
I'm
ya.
just trim these off, and then it'll be back to its shape. And then I'm going to start my painting. See,
Hey,
this
Sherry,
molding
again.
paste. Molding paste is like almost already dry with the heat tool. It didn't take that long. Who is texting me? Seriously.
Ah,
I just heard it go bling, 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 bling.
don't they know? Don't they know I'm busy?
They probably don't. They never do. They don't even pay attention to what I do. So I'm probably gonna just spray some colors on this maybe, or maybe I might use a fluid. I might use fluid maybe, and just like drip, drip, drip a little
Ooh,
bit.
dripping, drippage.
I did see that Gina asked me a question. She asked me about paper clay. It's a product called Creative Paper Clay, and it is just at Michael's. It's in a little black, and that's what I've been using. You can thin it out with water if you want. You can knead water into it, and that's what I've been using. So,
And
that's
I
all it
think,
is.
Gina, if you just, do a search on, oh, I have a paper clay video. I'm sure there are lots of paper clay videos out there.
Tons, 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 for sure. I might want to use some. How about some fluorescent pink today? I don't know. What color do I want to use? So many choices.
Make it a rainbow.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good plan. I like it. So I'm probably going to start out with a wash of this transparent brown oxide, and I'm just going to put that, I don't know where my palette is. I'm just going to put that on first, just to kind of tone everything. Antique-y looking tone. And I need a brush, probably a wet brush. And this is a very thin paint because it's golden high flow paint.
I like thin paints.
Me too. I like them a lot better than thick paints. I'm a thin paint girl.
Well, it depends on the application. There's good to all of them. But for something like this, I like the blendability and the flow. Because if you use a thick paint on something very textural like this, it's just harder to combine.
So then I'm going to kind of blot some of it off with a baby wipe, just to kind of give this a real antique-y look. It starts to look like it's old instead of just something that I just pulled out of the closet. Although something old could be in the closet, but I meant this was a new thing in the closet. Then I'm going to drip. What color should I drip? Quinacridone magenta, maybe?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're liking the quinacridone. Okay.
One of my favorites.
Just gonna let it drip a little bit down the edges and get something under here. And I even like
saying it. Quinacridone.
Quinacridone, yeah. It is a fun thing to say, for sure. I think I'm going to get a little water on that situation, though. I'm just going to get a little water and spray down here at the bottom a little bit. Let it run a little bit. Maybe a little bit over here.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Da, da, da.
Well, I like the way that drips over the bumpy stuff that I put on there, because that's a technical term right there, bumpy stuff.
It is. It is definitely a technical term. Bumpy stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's very pretty. Pretty, pretty. So what are you doing over there? Have you got your painting done?
Heck no.
Okay.
Well, I'm so it takes a while because there are going to be layers. Okay.
Layers upon layers.
I do have a canvas prepared because, yes, my layers are not going to get dry while I'm doing this portion of it, because, yeah, what I like about these transparent paints is the way you can layer them and the way you can see through and you can see the different colors. It just gives it depth.
Gotta shake this. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that golden high flow.
Elaine says she loves that magenta. Quinacridone.
Quinacridone. I'm trying to go with some fluorescent now. See if it'll come out fluorescent this time. Oh, there we go.
I
A
think
little
it
bit.
was, wasn't it Cece that got us started on that?
Yeah, I think it might have been
Yeah.
during maybe the New Year's Eve thing they did.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. That was like a couple years ago or last year. I'm not sure. Ooh.
I don't know. I just remember staying up really late and being very silly and eating corn
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. That pretty much covers it right there.
Yep, that covered it.
Then I think I'm going to go in with some, guess what? Guess what, people? Copper. You wouldn't imagine that I might use copper at all, would you?
Well, acridone. Magenta.
I think
I like
copper goes with everything. Copper goes with everything, man. Is there something that copper doesn't go with?
But you know, metallics. I like metallics. What's
We
wrong
know
with
that about you.
Yeah, I know. You got my number.
I do. Let's go back and see what you're doing over there while I dry.
Get my arm in the way.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's
Well,
nice.
good.
I like that copper. Do want to dab a little bit, but besides that, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty, 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 pretty.
Mm-hmm.
How come this screen won't go over to yours? Go over to Peg. There we go.
Talk to it, Shell. Talk to it.
Just do what I say.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid thing. It never does what I say. I'm going to mute and you paint.
Peggy Bradford says
and tell
Walmart
them
has the prettiest copper metal boxes. Ooh, I'll have to look, Peggy. What section are they in? Tell me, do. I like metallics a lot, so. And that would be a fun surface to work on, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be a fun surface to work on? Okay, so I think I'm ready for a third color. And you may notice, even though I'm using colors that are not primary, so to speak, they are still primaries because I've got yellow and I've got a reddish tone. And I'm going to pick up something that has a bluish tone. But I think I need to spritz this again because it's getting kind of dry. So what am I going to use? I think I will use this. Nope. I'm going to go wild. I'm going to go to Snapdragon. This has a bluish tone in it, but then it's got the red tones too, so. And I think I'm going to spritz because that's pretty dark. And get that moving. That's a deep subject.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide, should I gesso things before should I just glue everything on there and then gesso it? Or should I gesso it before I glue it on there?
Glue
That
and
is my
gesso.
question.
Glue and gesso.
Except for I just did this beautiful background, and then if I get gesso on it, it's going to be messed up. Know what I'm saying?
Let me look at what you got.
Like if I glue everything on and then try to gesso, I might maybe mess up my background because gessoing is sloppy, 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 you know?
Well, but
So
you
I think
wipe
I'm going
back,
to, yeah, all right. Okay. I'll just go ahead. I'll just go for it.
you know?
This is going to be my main focal piece, which is this Altoids tin. So I'm going to start building something behind it, maybe with some of these little pieces.
So maybe
I
gesso
cut,
your Altoid tin and wipe the rest of the
and
back.
maybe I'll just gesso it and set it aside, and then, yeah, usually the normal procedure, people, in case you were wondering, what I should have done is that I should have glued all of it together as a big assembly, gessoed the whole thing, and then added color. Got so excited and added color, and now I don't want to ruin my color. So I have now gone completely off track with what I should have done, and I'm doing something different. So
But the
don't
good news is you can
do
always add
as.
color back.
Yes, you can, and I might just go ahead and just glue it all. I'm just going to glue it all together. What the heck?
What the
Then I'll
heck?
gesso it. That's easier. I cut out some of these. I just got a new Finlets die set for Christmas, and I want to use some of these little
Mm.
tiny things that look like sprigs but aren't. So I think I'm going to start with those in my background, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm going to put this on. I've got some grunge board letters that I might attach up here, and then from that grunge board stinks. And from that, I'm going to build something inside here and maybe add a few things around. So that's my plan, and I'm just planning to do that.
You
Yeah.
have a plan. It's good.
This is still a little bit sticky, even though I already dried it. So, anyway, are you still painting? Still painting over there? Why are you not going to peg? Go to peg. There, you're still painting. Oh, she's drying. She's probably muted. All right, well, I decided that now normally what I would do is I would assemble all these things using a heavy gel, like like something like 3D gel, like this, that takes a really, really long time to dry. It's fun because you can put sprinkles and stuff in it, but it's just not going to work today because we're trying to be quicker. So I went ahead and got out my hot glue gun and heated it up, and that is what I'm going to assemble with. And maybe some tacky glue too. Maybe my lighter stuff, I might use tacky glue. And then I also got out some of this 3D foam tape in which to attach things inside that could, like, stand out. So I think I'm going to start with my little spriggy sprigs here, and I'm going to glue those with tacky glue to start out with. Tacky glue does dry clear, so eventually it will dry clear. Hopefully I can hide it enough that it will be good enough and I can gesso over the top of it. That's my plan. Also, this is still sticky, so I have a feeling that my fluorescent pink golden high flow might be broken. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's separated because I feel like this sticky stuff that's coming off onto my fingers is part of the high flow that didn't get. I shook it. I shook it a lot, but I don't think that it went together. So that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Let's see. Dawn has arrived. Hi, Dawn. People are liking my
Hi, Dawn.
thing. A lot of people are saying that they like it. What else? Elaine. Elaine says I should gesso it first. It's already too late. Sorry, Elaine. I went rogue.
Oh, well.
Probably going to have to add some of that pretty color that I put on there back on after the fact. My potentially broken pink, that's probably not a bad thing to have to gesso it. and then add back in. You know,
Yep.
it's kind of how it goes. I think I'm just gonna, my fingers are already gunky. Why are my fingers
Yeah.
gunky?
I don't know. What have
Why?
you been doing?
Ah, and my little pretty flowers are getting gunky.
Okay, I knew this was going to happen.
What's happening?
Well,
Let's find out what's
I'm
going on over
I'm
there.
trying to blend colors and the stuff is just way too wet. Okay, so I'm going to a different canvas
Okay.
because
Well, you did make
it just,
multiples, so.
yeah, because this is just going to turn out to a muddy mess if I keep going the way I am. And I want to get to the fun part anyway.
Right, I know. The fun part.
Right, right, fun part.
Who wants to do the boring stuff?
Yeah, well, I tell you, I put on about, I don't know, 6 or 8 layers onto this one just to get this rich tone.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you work on
And,
that one?
well, I think this is the one I'm going to work on
Okay.
because we don't have time for 6 or 8 layers, but you guys get the
No.
drift. What I did here was I had mixed a peach with some glazing medium. To get the deep tones on this one, I had used some Bolivian blue to glaze down in the cracks and then wipe back. So that's how you go about doing that.
You're a poet. You didn't even know it. Glaze down in the cracks and then wipe back.
Mm. uh, yeah, I think we must have grown up with the same parents or something because you know the whole songs and the stuff that we end up throwing at each other. Poet didn't know it, but your feet show it. Your Longfellows. It's like, oh, good grief. Okay, so I am thinking I need to start doing some kind of composition with this, and I like the gold tones in here. I think that that's going to be. I want to bring out of here is that gold because I like this green gold and gold tone in here. So that being said,
What? You're going to focus on metallics? I can't
yeah,
believe it.
yeah,
It's completely shocking. I just can't believe it.
I know, I know. So I have some, ooh, look at these. I think these will be fun on here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are
See,
nice.
all I do is open a box and it's like, oh, baby. Ooh, look at those. Yeah. Oh, and oh, look at, okay. I'm having fun already. Yeah, those are going to work. Those are going to work. Gosh, I may not have to work at this too hard at all today. Just have fun. Ooh, those, I wonder if these would look good on there. That would be good for contrast, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Talking to myself again.
Well, who else are you going to talk to?
Well, I don't know. You? Oh, this would be fun. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Got to glue that up, though. This is kind of like a branch. Something I cut off of some wire thing. I'm not too sure about that one. Just pulling a few things out. Okay, I think I'm, well, I don't know. I don't know. I want silks. Pull them out. See, we'll see. Oh, that one I actually embossed. This is a this is a silk rose that started out life like this, but then I put embossing powder on it. Fun, fun.
Very much fun.
Oh, those purple beads are fun. All right, that's a good one. Too many fun things.
Yes, I'm in the same situation over here. I will show you guys what I'm doing over here. If I can click, okay. I started to just lay down a bunch of different little things. I have metal things. I have a few wood things. I still have these paper clay things. I want to put like a little picture inside there, so I don't want to glue anything down yet because I'm going to need to do that whole gessoing thing. It's going to have to happen, but I can add, start making a composition out of all these different bits and bobs and pieces, and trying to make sure that everything is balanced and that you have some good. This one is interesting to me. So I've got all these different things. I've glued down the tin and the spoon, and I've glued down all the little fronds and these numbers. And then I'm just kind of starting to try to add things. I have all kinds of stuff. I even have like feathers that I picked up outside in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Might put one of those on there, maybe.
Feathers are a lot of fun.
To put like going that direction, because we're trying to build this direction. So yeah, that's how you do it, people. That's just, it's intuition. It's it's bits and bobs of stuff that you have around, that you have collected.
Oh dear.
Oh, someone says they love my blue tins of metal stuff. These originally started out as like Stampin' Up! Set things, and then I like the tins, so I just fill them up. This one has buttons and wood things and different things inside. I don't know, just things, lots of things. Whoops, I think I dropped a thing.
Things, and more things.
Yep, I think I'm going to put this one right here after I've gessoed. So
that's kind of fun.
Which things should I glue down in gesso, and which things I want to put a picture in there, so I can't glue that in yet, but I could glue these other two. So I think I'll do that. Stringy things.
Yeah.
Down the feather.
That's the problem with glue. You get stringy things.
With hot glue. Stupid hot glue has stringy things everywhere. I think I'm going to glue down my feather.
Probably should have pulled out what I was going to put on here before.
But it's so fun to just mess around with it.
Yeah. It's fun to just dig in these jars of things and say, ooh, look at that one.
Yep. I guess maybe the only danger is that you'll go completely crazy and like put way too much stuff on there, because that could happen.
That happens. That happens more than you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a song too, right? More than you know. Oh,
I don't think it has anything to do with what's happening. I think that's a romantic song.
Yeah. All right.
Romantical.
I need to paint these white things. Good grief. It's white. Yuck.
Yuck.
Got to get some color.
Well, that might be enough gluing down stuff for now. And then we'll maybe start on the gessoing process. That's probably boring, so I'll switch over to you.
Well, I'm not terribly exciting. I'm just painting right now. I'm getting some of this glaze that I made down on some of these white surfaces. And I think I'm going to come back over the top of some of these with some metallic gold, just to give it a little more blingy bling.
Blingy bling.
Blingy bling, bling thing. But I want this color back in the crevices. That ginger peach color.
Ginger peach. See if I can get some of these dumb hot glue strings out of my life. All right, now for gesso. Gesso, gesso. Where's my heavy gesso?
I don't know. The more I look at these flowers, the more I think I'm not going to use them. You know, that's just it. You can go through and you can paint all this stuff, and then when you go to glue it down, it's like, okay, not working. And then you don't use them, which is okay. You don't have to use everything you pull out.
In fact, a little bit of editing is never a bad idea. There it is, heavy gesso. All right. I finded it. It was lost.
Yay. Okay. So I need some tacky glue, because what I'm going to do is use the tacky, which is a more permanent situation, and then hot glue it down just to hold it in place while I work.
Good plan.
So I do like this guy. Better paint him just in case. Just in case I need him. You know?
You just never know.
Well, and these are colors I like, so it really doesn't matter that I painted it, because probably end up using it somewhere at some time. Okay.
My feather got a little weird with gesso. Gesso and my feather did not go along.
So how do I want to do this? I like these guys. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh. That was a heavy sigh.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit nauseous. And I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to finish this show.
Oh.
I kind of feel like I'm going to have to go throw up.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was having some of those feelings myself last night. Not good. Well, you do what you have to do, Shell. If you need to go take care of business, do it.
I will. I'm trying to hold it back, but I'm getting like that whole, sweat all over my entire body thing. And so I may not be able to finish the show today. I'm going to do my best.
That is miserable. Okay. So they're talking about E6000. Yeah, E6000 is a good strong adhesive. I don't think I need anything quite that strong for this because they're small pieces, but 3D matte gel works really good too. So, I mean, it's really pretty much what you got in your stash, Yeah.
I prefer to use the 3D gels, but they just take, that's like something for a long process.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And we don't have that for sure.
Nope. How much time have we left anyway? What is it, 9?
We got about 40 minutes.
40 minutes, okay. If I make it 40 minutes. Ugh. So I'm just gessoing. I don't know if anyone wants to see that or not. This is super heavy gesso.
My
So
favorite.
it goes over all these bits and bobs pretty securely, pretty quickly. I'm even going to do this one on the back a little bit where it's overlapping. And I'm just going to dry brush around some of the edges so that it doesn't look so weird.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that didn't work is my feather got really defeatherized. It got really stringy, so it doesn't look very pretty, but everything else is okay with it.
Yeah, feathers don't like getting wet, that's for sure.
Nope. I tried to I tried to go with the directions of the feathers or whatever, but yeah, it went kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm probably going to dry.
Okay.
I'll mute and dry.
Alrighty.
Switch back over to your screen.
I am just putting some of those. These are like floral glass bead things. And like I said, I picked these up in the secondhand store. Or actually, I think Dollar Store has these things too. But I like the finish on them and the reflective quality. And you can actually paint right over these too if you decide you don't like the color that you're using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, got to get another one on there. I've got a thing about odd numbers. So I'm going to put 7 on here because that typically is more pleasing. Where do I want it? Here, there, here, there, here. At the junction. Okay, so I'm liking that. I'm liking this stuff. I'm thinking I need some of this water falling or cascading in here. And how am I going to attach that is the problem. So I think I want some faster dry clear stuff. Let me see what I have here. I know I have, okay, here's some glossy accents. So I think I'll start with that. See how that goes.
So what did I do with my little template? I mean, oh, there it is. Okay. So I need to cut out. See if I can switch this over. I drew around onto a piece of leftover deli paper the size of the inside of that. And I want to use this little graphic right here of this lady. And so and she's like bigger than the inside. Like I want to make sure that I can center around her, if you know what I mean.
Yep,
So
I do.
that's the reason that I made the template. I want her to fit in there right. She's got a gigantic cocktail. And since it says 2018, it's kind of about the celebration of bringing in the new year and that sort of thing. So I just want to make sure that I can make her be visible as having a ginormous cocktail.
Yes. All right, why is my... Oh, I don't know why it is, but my Glossy Accents is always plugged.
Seems to be the nature of the beast.
So I was reading the chat, and Jane is saying, "Get well, Shell. Take care of yourself." Ruth Lamb just got power back. Okay, I'm trying to see what this was about. Oh yes, odd numbers. Looks like they're sharing information about where they're living. Marie has joined us. I don't know if you heard me say Sherry has joined us. Michael Ann has joined us. I'm not seeing anything in large cap, so I don't think there's any questions. If you guys have questions, put it in cap so we can see it quickly as we scroll through. It just helps us as we're crafting.
Yep, we have to do so many different things as we're going along. There, that's going to fit right down inside there like that. That will work.
Oops, I almost knocked my water over. Whoops. That doesn't work very well.
All right, I think I'm going to get out some sprays. What do you think? Sprays?
I think that would be cool.
Or should I add a few more things on here before I do it? I don't know. I could put a little leaf. Paper clay leaf.
Oh yeah.
I do like paper clay leaves.
I love paper clay. Actually, I just ordered some new stuff. I'll have to give you an update on it and see how it works. I was watching some gal use it, and it's kind of like paper clay, but it's a different product. And it's smoother, like when you're putting it in molds, than paper clay.
Yeah, that's the thing about paper clay is it can get a little bit rough.
So I thought, well, I'll give this a try, you know, in per pound.
Yep.
And then I'll report back, let you know what I think.
Good plan. I was this morning watching one of Carolyn Dubie's videos, and she was talking about did you watch that most recent one where she had some sort of a, kind of like a plastic that you print on your printer, and then it peels off and sticks?
Oh, no. I for some reason, I don't get to hers that often. Don't ask me why.
I haven't watched a lot of them recently, but
it's
that
probably
came across
because
I
catch that stuff on Stencil Girl, you know?
Yeah.
So I see a lot of her posts over there. So maybe I don't feel the need to watch her. I don't know. It's one of those things, right?
Yeah. I used to watch her a lot, and then I just it kind of got to the point where I felt it was a bit repetitive.
Oh, okay.
I get bored, so.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
Oh, we are such creatures of habit.
And also, I go through periods where I'm completely obsessed with watching videos, and then I go through periods where I have no time to watch videos.
Over the holidays, I did not have time for watching. I guess that was it, you know. And I watched a few last night because I wasn't feeling well, so I sat there and watched a few videos. But yeah.
I definitely want to watch videos. I want to support all the people that are out there working hard, and I feel bad when I don't, but then there's just sometimes that I don't have time, or I just don't feel like it, or
yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
I hear you. All right, what did I do with my scissors? Oh, there they are.
I think I'm ready to get some spray now.
Okay. What kind of spray are you going to use?
Well, I think I'm just going to use shimmer sprays. No, these are the matte ones. I want the shimmer ones. I'm going to have to go get them. I think I want to use the shimmery sprays from Canvas Corp brands, Tattered Angels. I'll be right back. Oh, I should switch it over to your screen.
Well, I'm put out with this glossy accents. It's supposed to set up really fast, and it seems like it's taken forever. All right, hot glue's coming out, boy. So, how's everybody enjoying their new year? I hope everybody's, able to enjoy the holidays. I think that's part of it is we all were around people for the holidays and we caught bugs.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm back. I got my box of Glimmer Mist. And I got a few more of those stupid little strings from the hot glue I got to get rid of first. That Glimmer Mist will just land right on it.
Yeah. I don't know if I like this green on here, so I might change that up. First, I'm going to try it on this and see what it looks like.
I'm going to try some cranberry zing. Come on, spray, you silly thing.
Cranberry zing sounds really pretty. But I like burgundies.
Yep. Got a little bit of a base on there, and I'm going to get a new baby wipe and wipe back a little bit. Where is my baby wipes?
Question. Okay, it says just order some of that Craft Attitude adhesive that Carolyn Dubin used.
That's what she was talking about. That's exactly what I was just
saying. Stuff that's is smoother than paper clay. Boy, I'll have to put it in the post later because I just ordered it on Amazon last night, and I'm not sure what the name of it was, but I'll be sure and try to put it in the description.
All right, let's go with a little bit of.
I think what the heck was it? You think I could remember from last night to today, wouldn't you?
It's not always as easy as it sounds. I can't remember anything either. For the life of me. Okay, that was Craft Glimmer Mist. That seems kind of backwards, doesn't it? Craft Glimmer Mist. Yeah. But it's glimmery craft color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yep. Probably time.
Oh, she kind of looks like a relic now. I like that.
Gonna mute. Gotta dry again.
But then she's not dark enough. Okay, that was a copper. I need to go to gold. Grab the wrong one. I knew I wanted gold. I knew I wanted gold. Yeah. Okay. We go again. Changing it up. Oh yeah, gold is much better. There's gold in them there hills. Oh, thank you, Ian. Ian's telling him to click the like button. So these are pieces that I had molded, and I'll try to video link on the description later for these particular things that I'm using on here.
That's always the tricky part.
Yeah.
Have to go
It's
back
the
and watch it
remembering
and then,
part.
yeah.
But if I don't,
Like, what the?
shake me up. Leave me a comment. Say, hey, will you put that up there?
Okay, I've dried, and now I'm going to go back to the golden high flows again and add a little bit of that back in, I think. And I'm going to leave off the fluorescent pink because I don't think it was working very well.
Okay.
But I want to float some of this darker color behind here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's going down, down, down in between.
So this is just a paint pen. This is called a calligrapher from Sakura. It's Pen Touch Calligrapher in gold.
You knew you wanted gold.
I did. The minute I looked at this, I said, I need gold. I need gold. And I think the thing to do with these things I'm having trouble sticking is just put some glue out and dip it through there.
That should work.
Ugh. This glue is really gloppy thick.
I think I need some of this brown inside my tin too.
Oh. Oh, I knew it was going to go. I knew I'd knock something over before the day was done.
But of course, why wouldn't
At least
you?
it didn't fall in my water pan. You know?
That could happen.
Yeah, it's happened before. Many a time. And then I have not only the water pan to deal with, but the splash all over. Okay. Yeah, I like the gold. I do.
I'm kind of in love with quinacridone magenta myself.
Yeah. Well, I've got some of that on here. I do. I like it.
Just put a bunch of it on. On again, off again, on again, off again.
Oh, tacky.
Oh, that's looking pretty. Pretty, pretty. All right. I think it's time to dry again.
Probably.
All right, muting, muting, muting.
Okay, okay. Stay down there. I don't always stay where I want them. And let me see if I can do a, yeah, win it first. Get a Q-tip and some of this glue and apply it this way. Up. I want this to feel organic, have a flow to it. That's too long. So clip that off. Yeah. All right. So gold. I think the butterfly is going to need some gold also. I think I'm done with that. I think I've had enough of that. And
All right.
let's see. Yeah, I'm trying, Ian. It's Ian says hot glue bits of the string. Yep.
I think I'm going to do some dry brushing with the white gesso next, and then gesso. I had it, and then copper after that.
Copper. It's copper and gold kind of day.
Yep. But what did I just had the heavy gesso? Oh, there it is. Ah. If it was a snake, it would have bit me.
Oh. No snake bites allowed.
So let's find a stiff brush, stiff. And we're gonna brushing going here, which makes a huge difference. It really brings out all the highlights and textures of things. That's the coolest thing it does. Still got some wet, but darn it.
All right, what did I do with my Q-tip? All right, I guess I get a new one. That's what I do. Gee, I'm losing stuff already.
Ugh, I'm getting magenta in my white gesso because I didn't dry well enough. Grr. I tried.
Well, and yeah, the photos are always fun because then you got all this glue drying and you got white stuff all over the.
Yeah.
Not real attractive.
There's just stuff hiding, tricking me. behind every little bit.
I want that.
Yeah,
No, not necessary. Get rid
maybe
of that.
assembly canvases wasn't the best idea
Oh, I think it's
in the whole
good. We're
world.
doing good.
Just I
This
want
is
it to
fun,
look
right,
nice.
guys? Hey, Carla's here. Good morning.
I think I saw Nikki.
Yeah,
Nikki
well,
came.
Carla's usually the late night gal. So it's good to see you in the morning.
It's probably late night somewhere.
Yeah. Probably where Ian is, huh?
Maybe not late, late, but
Oh, dear. I have strings everywhere. Woo!
grr, why does the magenta keep getting in my white?
Because it can.
Yeah, that's probably the reason.
All right, what did I do? Oh, I didn't paint it. That's why I can't find it. Durr. I have this little teeny tiny butterfly.
And you're trying to find it?
I found it, but it needs to be gold because it's going to go, it's going to become part of her headdress. I wish I had some feathers in the right colors. I don't think I do. Oh, I wonder if I do. I might. Oh,
You
that would be
might.
fun.
Well, you painted a bunch of feathers at one point.
Yeah, but those are really big.
Mm.
Those are really big. Probably not gonna. Well, they would work on another one of those canvases that I have done. Good idea. Good idea, Shell. Those other ones I still have to paint up?
Oh, yeah, those.
Yeah, those. Yeah. Okay. So, dip it in the glue and put a little hot glue on there. And get the stringies off. That's the real challenge. Get the stringies off. Still not trimmed out well enough. And I think this calls for, where's my black big brush? Hi, Laura. Oh, Pat's going. Bye, Pat.
Has to go back to work probably.
People are digging out from the snow.
I heard about that. Didn't see it.
Yeah, well, we've had our share. I'm really done with snow now. Done with snow and cold.
I doubt you're done.
I am done. I'm telling her, go somewhere else. Oh.
I need to put my little girl down in her little place. Guess I'll do that next. I feel like I should put crystal effects down in there, but I guess I won't do it until after after I photograph because it's going to take it a long time to dry.
Yeah, well, I wanted to add some beads too, but
Yeah.
maybe if I do it with the glossy accents, it won't go everywhere. I don't know.
I think I just want to fill up this whole cavity with glossy accents and then sprinkle some stuff down in there or something.
Yeah.
That's my plan, I think. But I'm not going to do that till after photographing because it'll just take 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 years to dry.
Yes.
For sure. For sure.
And that is a measurable amount, you know.
Yeah, I
Thousand,
know.
million, trillion.
Yeah. Bazillion, gazillion, fazillion. Yes. That's how much.
Well, I have. See, my dilemma is I have these gold beads. Gold beads. And I would like to use them.
I think it's rub and buff time, or whatever this stuff is called today.
Oh, yeah.
Inca gold. Inca gold.
I'm making a.
I only have 2 colors. Which one shall I use?
Eeny meeny.
Yep. Always. Maybe I'll use them both.
Okay, decided against those flowers, that's for sure. Still have these purple beads. Those would be nice. Oh, how are we doing? We got about 7 minutes. How are you doing, Shell?
I'm okay. Looks like we don't have very much time left, though. Do we?
I know, this went really fast. Really fast.
I kind of felt like it was going to do that.
Yeah.
That's why we were trying to think of ways to shorten the process.
Right. So, here's. Oh, what the heck. I should put some of these on there anyway. Just because, right?
Just because. It's always a good reason.
Well, I can see I'm going
Oops.
to be gluing this thing all day.
Yeah, our recorded program might need to come out later or something so that we can kind of finish up this stuff and have a finished something to show. You think?
Well, I'm going to run some glue. Let me get a glue brush here. Which kind do I want to use?
That's always the question.
I think I'll run some glossy accents here. And get a little bit of
Still not happy with this. I want some dark color behind. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby.
Just adding some micro beads. If I can get them to stick. Yeah, I like that. I think I want some over here around my little moony face.
Do I have a dark blue? Dark blue. Would be nice.
Let's see, where else do I want this? Maybe a few in here. Oh my, we are intense.
Yes, we stopped talking because we're too busy focusing.
Stop talking when we're breathing. Good grief.
Yep. Decided to put some blue on here behind. Prussian blue. And I'm just like taking a small brush and tucking it in behind things so that it will make them pop out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my theory anyway.
Well, I think I'm good enough to be at a stopping point. I could glue a couple more things, but it's going over there, so that's going to get lost. Get out of there.
Go get lost. I think maybe I need some blue over here too.
I like the gold.
You always like the gold. I like the copper.
I know. Well, I like all metallics. I'm not. It doesn't matter which one it is. They all work for me. You know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I just like copper the best of all of them.
Yes, you do.
All right. I think I'm pretty happy.
Are you?
Pretty happy with this. I think so. I mean, I could spend many more hours messing with it, and I probably would.
Yeah. I mean, we could just keep going and going, right?
Forever.
But they probably only have so many hours of the day to watch us.
True.
Candy says both are beautiful. Trying to read up. Maybe. Oops.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that actually. And now that I've added the blue. The blue is what I needed. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to, I'll show you guys my stopping point for now. I'm going to add copper wire up here to hang it, and maybe I might make something dangly down here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to fill this cavity up with glossy accents, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of probably this glitter in there, this glass glitter, or maybe the. I'm afraid to open these beads because they're nuts, and
Well,
they will get everywhere.
I have uh, kind of refined how I do it. I put the glue on a glue brush to pick the beads up with, and that seems to work much better for me.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I'll give that a try. But other than that, I think I'm done. I think I'm happy. So, how about you? You
Okay.
want to show yours and say
Well,
what else you're going to do?
I think for what we had time to do today, I think I'm happy with what I got done. Of course, I had painted this before. The hot mess is over there that I still will be putting more layers onto, but I did want to show you the process. But yeah, I mean, let's see. I'm not sure what you guys are picking up here.
Ian took off. I
Trying to
see a
see
lot
what
of
you
by
guys.
Ian.
So you can see the gold
Yeah, I
and the
can see the
shimmer
gold.
and the
Oh,
different,
that's pretty.
the different layers. The ginger peach is what kind of brought those color layers together because I did a wash of that over the top of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because otherwise the differences between the colors was just too apparent. So you wanted to glaze that and kind of pull it back together. So there it is.
Everyone seems to like them.
Okay.
There's a lot of that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Love them both. Beautiful.
So any ideas
Yeah.
about what we want to do next?
Oh, yeah. We have to come back next week.
Yeah.
Don't have an idea right off the top of my head. Does anyone have suggestions of what you'd like to see next week? We're going into, of course, my favorite Valentine's season, and so there's things coming up with lots of hearts and love, which I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Um, give us some
Actually, I've got
suggestions.
some heart stuff I didn't get to use today that would be fun to use.
Yeah,
So
still
I'm up
January, but
for hearts.
something with hearts, love
Let's
hearts.
share the love. Let's share the hearts. What do you think?
Okay, I'm up for that. Of course, I just did a heart thing, but I've
Yeah.
got more
Well,
heart
you got
things
more
I
than
can
one
do.
person to give hearts to, right? You can
Of
send it to
course.
me.
Yes, because I love you. I could send it to you.
Uh, Thank you, guys. Wonderful comments this morning. I really appreciate it. Um, so yeah, be sure and check. I'll try and remind myself to put in the links for what was it I was going after? Oh, the clay you guys wanted to know about. And
Hmm.
what else was it? The shout out to me, guys.
Oh, they were talking about that stuff that Carolyn had. Um, I don't know if that was one of the questions, but somebody said what it was.
Okay,
And
so somebody knows what it is and already posted that.
yeah, what
But we
else?
should
It seems
probably
like there
find
was
out
one
what it is and
more.
put it in the links, huh?
Yeah, I can go back and look at her video, and it was creative something, and get creative. I don't know what it was, but
Okay.
something.
Okay. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. But we really
Yeah.
appreciate you guys that were here with us because we know it takes a big chunk out of your day and love
Yes.
chatting with you, love sharing and getting a chance to. Unfortunately, I didn't have much time to read all of the chat today. So I'm glad you
And
guys can talk to one another and share. And it's nice to have a community that will do that and help each other, you know?
Elaine, I can answer that. It was something called a creative canvas banner from the Cosmo Cricket Company. This is the package. It's
Your heart?
kind of, yeah, she was asking. It's got pressed board on the back, and then it had canvas glued over the top of it. So, I just lost a piece. Darn it.
Aww.
So that's what that is. I'm not sure where I got that. It was in the closet. So anyway, like Peg said, thanks everyone for coming. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we will see you next Thursday at 9 o'clock my time for hearts, something to do with hearts, which we will figure out.
I can tell you now that the product that is smoother is called Creall Dew and Dry. It's CREALL.
Never heard of that. To give it a try.
American Educational Products Dew and Dry Modeling Material. So there you go, guys. And thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We love seeing you guys. And don't forget about Pick a Stick, because that'll be up tomorrow.
Okay. Yep, and there's already lots of great art up in the group that people have already started.
Yep, excited about it this time. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.